boom, 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 boom. Hey guys, this should be a fun stream. You know why? My OBS crashed. Or rather, there was a bit of a crash in my OBS, and I am not really sure if everything is coming out hunky dory. Because normally I get it all done nicely and smoothly. It's just that we had this really strange crash. I know who to blame, but I can't say it on air. I was testing all kinds of things, and boom, something happened. Well, it's okay. Things like this happen. I hope that I'm coming across fine. And for Maximovic, where is it? Oh, there it is. You have your spicy coffee. I have my spicy tea. With cinnamons and cardamoms ground and roasted. I showed everyone in the house how to do it. So now my kids have to learn how to make it themselves. Yeah. Because Daddy-O does that. How are you guys doing, man? Hey, we're going to do tactics. Today I've got 2 tactics in. I'm going to pop in the link for everyone else to upload their tactics. You can use that link. It's in chat right now. So you can share your tactics. Yeah, okay. Okay, hopefully, right? Because right now I'm looking at my settings at the moment on YouTube. I think I'm fine. Yeah. Okay. No, YouTube wants me to up the bitrate. It's gonna be fun today, man.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, how are you, man? How are you doing? Um, okay. Okay. All right. I might have to keep doing this for a while. We should be fine soon. Yeah, everything is hunky dory over there in the world of Twitch. Twitch is complaining. The Twitch, I don't know if the Twitch stream is. I mean, according to my side, the Twitch stream seems to be fine. There's no delay. It's just okay. I know what to do. Modify this and bring you down to about. Okay, that should be fine for Twitch. Yeah. Okay, guys. All right. Okay, so we got tactics in, right? Our links are all with you guys. You should be fine. You should be good to go. Let's take a look at some of these tactics. Let me know if the stream is coming across clearly for you guys. And if there are any issues as well, it's not like I can magically fix anything. But I can try to sometimes. Yeah, yesterday you guys saw me do the. I'm streaming 2 games at the same time. Last night I was playing World of Warcraft and Football Manager. Because Football Manager, once you get to like, if you have 200,000 players like me, and then you get to later years, then you got to wait for it to process. So while it's processing in the background, I went and popped in another game and started playing that. I can do that. Of course, it's going to drain the CPU. Processing might take longer, but at least, you know what, I have something to do in the meantime. Anyway, I don't recommend that for other people because you're going to run into all kinds of issues after that. Like, it wasn't so bad for me. Yeah. But of course, then we had people on the stream going, did your friends on Twitch ask you to play another game? Once in a while, I do like to play other games. life can't be about, Football Manager. Although we have Football Manager 26 coming, right? Hey, 26 is coming, so get excited. Should you? I don't know. Every time there's a new UI, I get hesitant because I've been through a UI change before, so I know how difficult it is for the guys at SI. It's not easy. There's thousands of pages in Football Manager need to be redone. And the thing is, right, because they're removing the chalkboard, that's a lot of data that we used to be able to run to all the time, right? So you go to league, every league, your stats, data, that kind of data. And some of us even use the player search window to go and create new views, and we track all kinds of players from all around the world using the player search. In fact, it became such a powerful tool for some of us that we started exporting these lists into our own applications that allowed us to do scouting in detail. So yeah, there's a lot of work that SI have to do, and they're gonna have to do it in such a way that most of you are happy. Hoping that Liverpool FC smash Atletico tonight. I'm looking forward to the game. Look, guys, if I follow the game tonight, it's not because I'm playing Football Manager. I'm playing World of Warcraft. Then we can all watch football. I don't know, man. I want to stay up for the game. Yeah. I have a meeting I have to go to tomorrow. Some people have roped me into this residence thing. I don't mind, but usually I get really busy from this point until the end of the year. Speaking of which, right, you guys are used to all my guides coming out. This year, there might be an issue with the guides because we're all coming into Football Manager cold. I can give guides on tactics. I mean, the in and out of possession tactical system makes a lot of sense to me. So I'm sure it's going to make a lot of sense to all of you. Like, for example, right, you guys play Football Manager, right? Oh yeah, my hand is there. I was like, I had this up. So I was wondering why isn't it showing the camera? Then I realized, you idiot, it's out of really, I'm getting too old. I'm getting way too old. I really am. No, I reached a point in my life that I'm making really strange. I'm doing strange things and saying strange stuff, man. I think I'm going senile. I reached that age where I can be I'm allowed to be grumpy and senile, right? Kimpi, oh no, why? Oh no, why are you saying oh no? Say it out loudly. Welcome to the stream, man. Over from YouTube. Zebra versus Dortmund is so much fun to watch. I'm looking forward to it tonight. Yeah. I just need some sleep. No, I have plenty of sleep. I was doing stuff until 6 a.m. last night. Look, guys, when Football Manager comes out, 26, it will take me I think tactics will take me inside of a day, a few hours. And I'm telling you guys right now, tactics will become easier for all of you because of the in and out of possession. Because the largest problem people had in the past was, how do I make them defend as a 4 or this or that formation, right? All of you had the same issue. Everybody had, even me, I had the same thing. I was like, how am I going to get them to drop into these positions? Now you have a choice. Now you have the option of creating a formation that allows you to do that. And I'm pretty certain as I create those roles, they will give you there will be enough in there for you to at least glean whether the person should be whether that defender comes back, whether that midfielder comes back as a priority, whether he stays forward as a priority, and whether he does both. Hey, you think SI is going to rewrite the whole support duty attack configuration in the game, is it? They already said they're using the same match engine. So obviously they're going to use the same duties, but they're going to reword them so you have no choice but to use certain roles. So they will have gone into the game and they would have gone and said, okay, fine, let's tweak them now, because this will give them the power now to create specific movement patterns that didn't exist before. Right, because last time we had that role, like maybe you picked an enganche, right? He's going to defend in whatever position is in when the team moves back. That was the old days. Now you're gonna have like maybe you'd have the enganche. You might choose him as an enganche when you have the ball and you're attacking, and then you decide for some strange reason, God forbid, you decide to make him the central defender. So I think that's gonna happen. Siddhartha, oh, you want to join my online fantasy draft? No, not now, brother. How do I do live stream? Online fantasy draft, by the time we finish the draft, that's it. Thank you for coming today to watch my stream. I gotta go. Therein lies a problem with these online fantasy drafts, for me, personally speaking. I love to take part, but, it's generally an issue in the long run. Yeah, time. Okay, guys, on Twitch, how's the stream looking to you? Is it is it jerky? Because I have to I had to reset everything all over again. Literally down to my going into the system to look for my stream key. And just now when I was live, I realized my microphone wasn't even on because I remembered on the OBS that I had previously, I had set up a separate audio capture for my audio. And I hope it's not echoing for some strange reason. If I'm echoing as well, please let me know because I might as well record the stream. Okay, I'm gonna record the stream. I'm gonna save the mark, save a chapter. Error incompatible. You have selected to insert chapters into the video. You're not using a compatible file type. You'll need to use a thing like hybrid. Oh shit. Yeah, man. That's it. I'm using fragmented. I should use hybrid. Then I can do chapters. Yeah. I just realized all these small little things that I just done. Well, the stream is coming across nicely. I think my audio is coming across nicely, but I'll figure out whether there's a damn echo later. Guys, I love all of you, really. Okay, that's it. I'm stopping the recording. Stream is sexy like my coffee. Sir, spicy tea. I see your spicy coffee and I raise you one. Everyone was stunned when I was in the kitchen with the I don't use a grinding machine. No, I use an old-fashioned pounder. Okay, so I was in the kitchen on the floor doing the pounding, grinding of the spices, and it was looking at me. What are you doing? I'm having my spicy tea. So I grounded the thing. I went to that. Okay, first getting to the floor at my age. So first that's easy enough. It's getting up. I was like, shit, man. I ain't done this in a long time. Even now when I play tennis, right? If I go to ground, right? I can't spring back up like I used to, which is very annoying. And this neck of mine starts to hurt after a certain age. Oh man, am I still gonna be doing this when I'm? Every time I try to retire from Football Manager and from streaming, right? You guys pull me right back in. Hey, Gichi, thanks for the follow, man. What have I said to make you want to follow the stream?
Hi, how are you?
What did I say? Was there a joke that I uttered that was so nice that you decided, oh my God, I got to follow this guy, man? It's amazing. I haven't started even playing the game yet. Without using your hands, now that's good. Oh, yeah. I can do a tribal squat. Hey, I can show it on stream too, no? I can go down all the way, yeah, baby, and plant my ass on the floor and my knee, and I'm still squatting. And I can get back up again. My friends are really amazed that I can do that. Most of them can't even get the squat halfway there. I'm like going all the way down. Hi, how are you? You're doing well now. I'm sitting there in a tribal squat, baby. You goated? Goated. I'm goated. Wow. I'm so touched, man, Gichi. Thanks for coming to the stream. Tell me more about yourself. What are you doing? What kind of games do you play, man? Guys, seriously, today we've got your tactics. You can upload your tactics. I'm saying it one more time just in case there are no tactics coming. We got 2 already. Hey, look, once those tactics are done, I'm stopping the stream or I'm playing World of Warcraft. You all make your choice. Because I am not playing Football Manager. Because Football Manager 26 is coming. A. B. I've had one too many Football Manager nightmares lately, because I've been dreaming about Football Manager 26. I swear to God, I have. Okay, I go in and I had this dream where I went in and I set up the formation and the formation came back alive. He popped out on the computer and he started eating me up. I was like, what the is going on, man? I had this really bad dream. And then all the colors in the Football Manager 26 game, right, started bleeding all over the place like blood. I was like, this is not looking good. This is like a nightmare that's coming. It's telling me, it's warning me that Football Manager 26 is not all that it's hyped out to Hey, you're gonna be in trouble. I have this bad feeling. My dreams are coming. All my dreams are saying the same thing. Weird and wacky at the same time. I know. Don't tell me about it. So sad. Okay, we've got the first tactic in. Now, this is from one of you. Can't remember your name. Is it a Matty or a Spurs fan? One of you. All right, so we've got this tactic. Now he's got, of course, and if you're gonna ask me what skin is this is only one of the best skins in the game. Next to the SARS skin, the TSCS skin is probably hands down. Come touch, you can touch me. Ding, 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 can touch this. My skin hits you so bad, makes me say, oh my lord, you don't. I don't know what I'm doing right now. This is one of the best skins in the game. Why? This. It's got a bookmark feature. Now, most of you don't even use this. I do in my long-term saves. Of course, I don't use it here. This is diagnosis, right? We change saves like we change underwear. But yeah, this is fantastic. This is a fantastic skin. So this is going to tell us that, okay, I'm going to go through his tactic very quickly. Let's look at the instructions here. In possession and in transition, they're all here, you know. So basically, he's going to, okay, when you see low crosses like over 1-2 box, you know your tactic is to go camping. Okay, don't do this if your tactic cannot go camping. Obviously, he can go camping with the players that yes, shorter passing, tempo is standard, that's fine. Of course, everything else, when you uncheck this, that means that your players are going to make a decision one way or the other to do this based on the mentality they're using. His is positive. So fairly narrow means there's a strong possibility the players will be closer together. They try to play more inside passes than they do outside passes. Outside passes means using the wingers and the wingbacks. That's it. Just remember this is your instructions, right? These same instructions are coming in FM26, I guarantee you. They're not going to change the match engine. They are going to change the tactical creator. That's for sure. Because of the in and out. It's not, I mean, I hope it looks something like this. And then we can click this and voila. You get it in possession. Voila. I hope it's something like that. Transitioning with a counter press, leaving the team to decide when to counter and hold shape, passing to the back line, no drama there. Okay, this is a normal block. I do it the same way. When you do invite crosses, your players are going to tuck inside and be narrow, meaning they don't go out first. They let the ball come. And so generally what you want is very high work rate on the outer players here so that they come and help you defend. Okay, so we've got that. Let's look at the PIs. PIs, he's got none, I think. Oh, sit narrow. So he's got this one sitting narrow. How come this one is special? Oh, okay. He doesn't want him to come in because this ball winning midfielder is going to tuck inside. I'm then going up forward. Yeah, okay. All right. Slightly different here. Register will close down more. Shadow striker, cross aim, stay wider. Okay, interesting. Play instructions are a tendency to, not a rule all the time. Okay, so that it means that it happens some of the time, not all the time. AM getting further forward. Okay, fine. All right, it's a nice old 4-2-3-1. Let's see if this Manchester United can do well with it. Okay, we're using this save. You guys wanted me to use Manchester United, so we've gone to Manchester United. We also use the FM transfer update. It comes from a website called fmtransferupdate.com. Okay, in case you're wondering, don't look at me. Why people come up with some funky names? Yeah, I don't know. Okay, anyway, what else we've got? Okay, so SARS and this skin. This is the WTS skin. These are the two best skins in the game. Honestly, no other skins comes close. This and SARS. These are the best skins. Tato used to be good last in FM22, FM23. Nowhere now near the level. Okay, we got wingback, complete wingback, winger, AP. Okay, this is a regular 4-2-3-1, so we're probably going to spend more time worrying about what's coming on the flanks. We're not going to use any opposition instructions. I generally recommend that when you do play the game, if you're playing high block, go down all the way to wingback, left and right, and then trigger press and tackle. Now, what I do for every game, every tactic, because the way I play is to make sure that wingbacks can never pass inside. Especially those back five systems which use like double DMs and 2 AMs, they need to pass to the middle, right? So what I normally do is I default every wingback and tell them, hey, you know what? Your manager asked you to play as a wingback. Guess what? I want to see how good you are. I'm not letting you pass to any person on the inside. I'm going to keep you wide. That's what this instruction does. Okay. All right. Okay, let's go. We got Kobe, I know we're gonna let the ass man decide who's gonna be playing. Mateus Cunha, Mount. I mean, there's nothing wrong with getting the ass man to do it, honestly, because you can look at this is tactical familiarity. You know, there is a way that role ability. So generally, yeah, I would recommend you get better at the game and then deciding yourself. But for most cases, like a save like this, I normally just let them do it because honestly, Casemiro is the best. Ugarte is on international duty. Fernandez, I normally don't make him play in center of the park. There's a reason why I don't like using Fernandez as a DM. First, he's not altogether the tallest player. He's shorter than me. Okay. The second problem with Fernandez is his tackling. Now, if you want to play him as a DM, he also needs good positioning, and he has neither tackling nor positioning. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, his defensive contributions aren't going to be that good. While he can play in the DM slot, he's more comfortable. I would play him as a regista. That's it. Because, registas have protection, right? So here at this position, we're going to drop him down as a regista, which is quite scary now because you guys are wondering, what the hell is he done? He's getting, because you wanted to use regista. I play him as a regista. Diallo here, no, like, Embuemo, Cunha can come here. Okay, all right. I can put Mount here and put Cunha and Embuemo. No, Cunha goes to the left. I think he's 2-footed. I like this skin so much. Okay. This is one of the best skins in the game. Because you can just go and do this when you want to check out the place instead of having to open it up again. So, hands down, this is the reason why this is the best skin in the game. I've said it as much. I know a few of the skinners. I mean, one or two of them. I don't know them personally. I just have, I always end up talking to them in one form or another. Okay, off we go. What? That's it. The goal's been scored. All right. Okay, fine. It's a great tactic, man. I didn't have to do much, and you scored a goal. We haven't done anything. Your tactic came out, bang, scored a goal already. Set pieces, we haven't bothered. Huh? I have not bothered with set pieces. This is your tactics. We want to see how they play. And why are we playing it on 2D? Because we want to see how the roles and duties work. So we've got two things you want to know, right? When you play this game, right, pay attention to where you end up at defending from. So if you defend on the left or the right, you want to look at the DM in those positions too. Nice. Dalo has gone up. This is very, very good, man. This is good, Ma. It shows the preferred foot and shows some formation as well if you didn't. So I did spot that, yeah. This is hands down the best. Yeah. I've told Skinner because I signed it. I did this. We have a little Discord for all the moderators. So, and I just put it on the moderator. My top skin, because I'm doing my FM24, the best of, I'm going to do that now very soon. The best skin in Football Manager 24, and I'm going to say this is hands down the best skin. No other skin comes even close. The best tactic of Football Manager 24 depends on you, baby. I'm not you're going to say, yeah, my tactic is the best tactic. Because I made it. I like it. You can go kiss it. You have your own tactic. The best role of FM24 goes to the poacher. Dang! The best combination goes to the fullback and the winger. Oh, that's the best combination in the game right now. Nice. Okay, it's not too bad. The best width setting, narrow, everybody seems to use it. Does it make sense? Yeah, look at this, right? Okay, this like when you lose the ball, right? This in Football Manager 24, we have to look at it this way, right? We lose the ball. This doesn't count, right? Not yet. Okay. This type of things all doesn't really help us very much. It's when we lose the ball here and you want to see how high this defensive line. This tells you your defensive line already. So it tells me that this defensive line is high enough. I mean, doubling up is you already play invite crosses, right? But look at where he is. So pay attention. These are things I pay attention to. Means I might have to adjust the defensive line. Because you see what he's doing? He's not inviting cross. He's going, come to me, baby. So I want him to screen. So this guy comes in, right? So I want him to screen this space so that it's harder to pass. But I mean, at the moment, we really don't have to bother. So you pay attention to things like this. You see these three guys, the way they're positioned, they're all positioned facing this run. So you're safe. There's no way they're gonna get the ball in. I mean, there has to be a brilliant cross. This is great. See, ample passing options for the players. Their tactic is got good movement. Here goes Bruno Fernandes, and he's playing well. Oh, Sesko should have scored. Exactly. Say it out, Lolly. You made the best tactic for FM24. So the vote for the best tactic for FM24, go into your safe and find it. There is we should have an awards, FM24 awards. Best player of Okay, who was your best player of FM24? Mine was Miguel Reyes. For me, FM24, star of FM24 was Miguel Reyes. He was the best player for me in FM24. I mean, I had to literally make a formation all around him. And then the best role for me, FM24, the one that scored me 102, for a career, right? The guy scored almost 400 goals, right? Poacher. 400 goals in his career, man. This guy scored. And his career, of course, lasted for a few years. Almost 10 years. But that's an average of 40 goals a season he gave me. That's an amazing return for a striker. So I have this role. The role for me was poacher, hands down, the best role. The role I say is the current role. Right? Don't waste any of your energy on this role. Was a trequartista. Complete waste of space. I find that when I had to use a trequartista, I almost invariably had to reduce the functionality of another role just to support the track, man. Best porn star name. Yeah, Maximovic every time. Hey, look, if I come to Serbia, you're going to take me for these porn shows, is it? Huh? I come to your neck of the woods. Porn star. Every time on the stream, no. Porn star name. Casemiro looking tired. Again, not bad. He's played quite well, but we still need one goal ahead. I mean, with this kind of a tactic, right? If I'm one goal ahead, what do I do? Two things. The first thing is I will start looking at my possession. Low cross, we're going to the byline around now. Okay. It's an invitation to lose the game. It is an invitation to lose the game because I'm going all the way to the byline. Okay. So what if I have a yellow card on a fullback? I said I got a yellow card and Luke Shaw already. So instead of going all the way now, I just play it this way. So I take a bit of the risk out because going all the way to the byline is a risk in itself. Because if you don't get there and you lose the ball somewhere here, you open yourself up to the counter. Not too bad. Luke Shaw, do we have a substitute for him? I don't know because we are attacking down the left all the way. He's playing quite well actually. This is amazing. He does so well in Football Manager. Diallo with a great cross and we get our second goal. See, so simple. Because now we're not working ball into box. See, the other thing about the other thing about low crosses is this, right? Sometimes you have to look at your team. Will it benefit from the low cross? I mean, United doesn't really benefit from the low cross because they don't want to do cutbacks. By the time they do cutbacks, there are more than 2 or 3 players around their tall target. Their tall Sesko, right? So sometimes you're better off just going, okay, fine, just not do low crosses. Just get in there. We don't wait. There we go, another one. So sometimes you want to be patient and you're coming towards the end of the game. This is one of the best things it is the best way to dial down the game. Okay, now we got left back. Who can we bring? Tyrell? Yeah, Tyrell. Beautiful Tyrell. Show up, please. We can bring you. We bring Xerxes for Mount because Mount in real life always gets injured. Kobe Maino, can he be a defender? Oh my goodness. Will FM ever rate United realistically? I bet they're going to be top 5. Nah, I don't think so. I think this is just the way the game is. But I think they will eventually make it realistic. Yeah. We will just wait. Also depends on what kind of a manager you are, I guess. You say I can't make F43 to Smash. Oh, Smash is... Yeah, okay. All right. No worries. The Smash concept that I did, right? It's about you attacking with 5 players. You basically attacking with everyone on the pitch, no? Mm. Yeah, except for one defender who's staying back. That's the concept of Smash. And I'm going to use the same concept in FFM26 as well. The Smash concept. Because I see coaches doing it in real life where they attack with, they desperate attempt to win the game, right? I know Guardiola has done this a few times. Klopp has done this a few times as well. What they end up doing is they only have one defender back, and the others are all in positions where they are completely smothering a team, looking for the goal. And that's the concept of Smash, because you don't have 2 defenders back. So how do you do that with all the formations in the game? I think you can do that with a 4-3-3 too. I'm sure you can. Yeah, because I did fullback attack, libero. What was the other role? Roaming playmaker, Mazzala, double Mazzala, one Mazzala, one central midfielder on attack, winger, and then use a poacher. Oh, you sweet thing, you. Told you. He's offside, says goal. It should have been a goal. Who do you think is the best bang for buck manager in the world? Like they go into any team and transform it. Well, I think the best bang for buck manager is David Moyes. David Moyes is actually a very underrated manager, in my opinion. He can work with really average teams, right? Average players, and he can transform them. Problem is he cannot go to a club where their priority is go sign all the very expensive players. Klopp can also transform a team with the players that he has at his disposal. Tuchel, I'm not sure. Hansi Flick, I'm not sure. They're all great managers. There are a lot of great managers out there. Some managers, they need a blank checkbook. And that's Pep Guardiola. But I've always liked David Moyes, no? Very underrated manager, in my opinion. And look at how Everton is playing right now with him. And last year, if you take Doc and ignore the years he was at United, United, I always thought that was a bit of a blip in his career. I wonder why we have two. I have to change this then. England, Premier League. Okay, all right. England, Premier League. Okay, I guess we got 2. Nice. League in focus. Oh yeah, because I only loaded England. That's why. Yeah. Only have England. Not there would be another league there for sure. Because always, whenever I do bring your tactics, only play one team. I only load one team, so the save moves very fast. No, I wouldn't take low crosses off by default. Yeah, I would say use low crosses when you let's say at the start of the game, right? It's great time to use low cross. Okay, if you are the favorite by country mile. But if you're playing against a stronger team, I would not play with low crosses. I would take it off straight away. I will play with mixed crosses. All right, second game. We got a new tactic that we have to look at. Oops. That was in fact, course tactic of the week, right? Because I didn't have to make a change, man. Yeah, we played this and it just completely smashed its way. So register narrow double shoulder. Okay, I'm just gonna call this Matty Zucks. Right, okay, so it goes in. Because it's tactic of the week, man. Anytime a tactic doesn't require any changes and then you press with it, boom, goes into the folder. This is a very nice tactic. Because it didn't require me doing anything. No work needed. What a tactic, man. Whenever you don't, I mean, there was nothing wrong with the tactic except for the mixed cross. But then I know why people have mixed crosses in their tactics. Yeah. So I know why people have the what's the word for it? Low cross. When to use low cross and when to use low cross and when to use what's that thing called? Mixed cross. Yeah, that's all you need to do. All right, Matty, very nice tactic. Congratulations. I loved it, man. Okay, now we go to E again. Sports Interactive. I still have Assassins. I still have this. I should delete this. No? This is my backup UI. All right, BYT. Okay, now we got Zany, Spurs fan. BY with false fullback, register RP. Oh, you guys, what? You were you guys talking about this? Like, as in both of you decided, you know what, today we're gonna do what you all have meetings, is it? I go to your house, you come to my house, let's make a plan to make a register-based tactic. Oliver Glasner is not bad. Yeah, but he still got to prove himself. I think he's got a few more seasons before he gets into that category of can 4-4-2 be 4-2-3-1? Of course he can. Yeah. But 4-2-3-1 also can be 4-2-4-2. The thing about 4-2-3-1 is unless your 4-4-2 is the problem with the 4-4-2 is most people when they play, they don't compress it enough when they're defending. Okay. So the 4-2-3-1 is always gonna be okay. If two players are equal, I think the 4-2-3-1 will be the 4-4-2. Because the 4-4-2 requires you to make a few more changes as you're going as a match, whereas on you got to pay more attention. Whereas the 4-2-3-1, you pay less attention because you got two DMs, and then you've got the AM that's behind their midfield line. So all you got to do in a 4-2-3 is keep the ball moving, and you do okay. Yeah. But the 4-4-2, sometimes you gotta okay, now I gotta change. I gotta play a libero. I gotta push this guy. So in a 4-4-2, you gotta create a step ladder to outsmart the 4-2-3-1. Because the 4-2-3-1 actually has got three players in midfield. The 4-4-2 only has two players in midfield. So when you're playing the 4-4-2, if you're not the kind of player that can adapt and make tweaks to your tactic, then you're gonna struggle. So I would say 4-2-3-1 for everyone. Yeah. Next week I'm gonna submit the oldest tactic in my tactics folder. I have no idea what it is. Don't make me go to my folder and look for my oldest tactic. Oldest tactic is gonna be quite sad for me. Okay, Fernandez again as a regista. Why? I mean, oh my god, this tag cannot. He has to go up. Enganche, register, Mino. What kind of a tactic is this, man? Enganche, register, Mino, one ram router. Nobody wants to defend this tactic. Everybody wants to, you know what? Let's show them what we got, baby. We got a bit of the samba. We got a bit of the samba. We got a bit of the magic. Enganche. Oh my god, this tactic will be fun. Crazy tactic, but can still work. 4-2-3-1 is not that difficult to work. You know, but the moment I don't like to use too many exotic roles. The roles I tend to avoid enganche now. Yeah. I avoid enganche. I'm avoiding the Regista can still work. Yeah. Regista is still okay. Right, he got a Regista and roaming playmaker. So that's quite a combination. Because the roaming playmaker will move up, shoving the enganche to the left. So at the end of the day, depends on how good our fullbacks are getting the ball up. Yeah, nothing to do with this. I bet you had everything to do with this. I bet you and you and Spurs fan decided to have a meeting and decide what tactic to use. I have a 4-2-4 named Horny Sailors. It's great with F9 and Poacher up front. Yeah, the F9 goes fishing, right? Look at the backline of Manchester United already with a fullback CD. I mean, looking at the out of possession, right? Instructions here. Okay, he's got a lot of pass into space. He's doing underlaps of the focus play, so his team is relatively high up the pitch. Then every chance they get, they counter. Okay. Whenever I make any tactic, I will recommend one thing: remove counter. Let your team decide based on the game because you don't want them trying to counter every single time they have the ball. In most cases, especially when you make a tactic for the first time, right? This I would just uncheck. Yeah. In possession is fine. Pass into space. The moment you take this as an instruction, you pay attention to the whole game. Play on comprehensive. Do your players actually find the spaces? So if I'm looking at this, I don't think so. Yeah. Shaw coming in. They got to keep going back. This tactic would, I don't think it should be playing a pressing forward. I think in this tactic, this is one tactic that could do well with the advance forward, actually. Yeah. Because there we go. Nice goal. What a goal, man. Is he offside? Yeah, it's a great goal. Oh my God, I take it back, man. Mount came in and just first times it and Sesko finishing it. What a goal. That is like, Ramdauter creating the goal for the pressing forward. Because the Ramdauter is just looking for space, right? He's a space investigator. So chances are he might get the ball. And if he's great at crossing, he might become a phenomenal winger. And if the ball comes in from the other side, then he's gonna attack the box as a striker. That I mean, they say if you want to play the Ramdauter, you better do it now. Don't think he's coming in Football Manager 26. Their roles are they're gonna go, but they're all the dodo bird already. Things like Ramdauter, I'm very sure gone. I believe Trequartista, Ramdauter, and Ganchi all history. All these roles I hardly see in football. And then people can use all the justification they want in the world, right? For me, why would those roles be in the game? I go and ask any player right now if you give them a book, right? What kind of a player? Because we got attributes, right? They create distinctions in how roles play. That's all we need. But most people out there probably believe that attributes do nothing in the game. Aye, Luke Shaw is injured. Aye. Tyrell, go. Mr. Luki is Mr. Shaw can't play anymore. For my tactic, you change from my DM to register. Cannot. Your tactic doesn't get changed to register. No. Kimpi doesn't work that way. I mean, you send it in, it gets played the way it's supposed to be played. Yeah. And shit. Again, don't try this funky shit nonsense right now. Halfway, you just see because everybody is playing with register. Oh, now I just want to change my tactic to register. No. Okay, not bad, right? This tactic. It's still working. Yeah. The first goal was brilliant. The second goal, taking a bit of time. Maino roaming playmaker. Nice. The Enganche laying it off the Ramdauter. That was good. Then lost the ball. The attack was quite fast, right? Ramdauter didn't come back to help them defend as well. And Boemo is just not having a game. I think, let me try something. Roaming playmaker, fullback on attack, winger. What is he doing? Tackle harder. Okay, that's fine. We're going to change his role to advance forward. Okay. Then go forth and conquer since you're using pass into space too. Is register a trend? I think it is. People just want to play register because they know how much their role annoys me. I won't say it annoys me, I just don't think it's one of the top roles in the game. Well, I have to admit, register and roaming playmaker certainly make me think. But again, the problem with the register is because he needs all those super power plays around him. But so far, this team seems to be doing okay. Martinez with the ball. Register draws back to receive the pass. Roaming playmaker. Now it goes there. Not too bad. And then, that's a Enganche's fault. The Enganche moved away. Yeah. Enganche moved away. The Enganche is the reason why we lost that. Can't even use Enganche, man. I can't use this role. I mean, if I were you, I'd just come in here, go, everybody come in and just do the whole. I don't play Enganche. Just everybody enjoy. APS is far superior to the Enganche. To the Enganche role, in my opinion. Enganche needs runners all around him. Whereas the APS is just a floater looking for options. And then because we've got that roaming playmaker coming up, Enganche, the AP can move left and right. Oh. Yeah, it's okay. I still think that this is issues because we only created one really good goal scoring opportunity for a 4-2-3-1. And we struggled after that. So I don't think it's bad. I just not jumping up and down. I would be, if it works for you in your saves, phenomenal, right? Phenomenal. Keep it going, man. But Enganche register RPM is a bit of overkill, but we did score one great goal. And I think that was down to this, the combination this way. And there's a very quick one-touch combination for that goal just now. So it's a situation where I'm not really sure. Yeah. If it works for you, great. I probably wouldn't use so many interesting roles there. All right, we've got two more tactics coming in. Ghost Smash. Okay. That's interesting. We got Joey. We got a 4-3-3 Ghost Smash tactic. Okay. Downloads. We got this. Extract all. Browse. Select folder. Extracto. Done. All right. Here we go. Let me see the news. I got other news I have to catch up with as well. Um, oh. Something else that I'm working on at the moment, and I have to keep my frustrations to myself. That's all. Okay, all right, here we go. We got a new tactic. We can pop it in now. It's coming from one of you. The music is so dramatic, man. It's super dramatic. It's like Joe 4-3-3 go smash. All right. Oh, 4-3. This is a smash tactic. Okay, fullback, libero. CM attack, CM attack. Oh my god. Pressing 4 and Boimo. Wow. This is a team of crazy players, man. Let's go. There's no music on YouTube. Oh, that's interesting. I think there is now. Now I understand why it's there. I think there should be now. Say it out loudly. Thanks for letting me know. All right, so here you go. Okay, this tactic coming from say it out loudly. It's an insane tactic. Out of possession, they're playing quite high up the line, full everybody, jump on a mistake that somebody else makes, get stuck in, they're playing high up the pitch. Plus, they're also gonna try and be narrow. They got they got the whole Gegen press thing going here. And every ball. This running is a good idea because of the roles that he has got. Yeah, because the roles he has all attacking the spaces. So yeah, I would definitely recommend it as well. So everything is pushing up. The line is high, but once again, right, a tactic like this is very player dependent. Very, very player. You got no players for this. Good luck to you. I don't know. You're like, You need aggression, you need work rate, you need players to be able to tackle in midfield in the three MC roles. And then we got Mount and Fernandez playing on the outer side, so that'll be interesting. Out there. It's very attacking. They're trying to play the ball out from defense. Because the two outer attack duties, right? Those fullbacks, when they cycle the ball to the sides, they have no outlet, no, because the CM on attack is too high up the pitch. So this guy's too high up the pitch, this guy's too high up the pitch. So when they cycle the ball, you can't get there. This is when play out defense is not your friend. And if you're playing with this three striker setup, right, I will go flank, kick the ball to the flank, because the pressing forwards are both move into channels roles, right? So I would definitely play, no, I won't play out of defense. Which roles and duties you can suggest in MC slots or 4-4-2? My favorite roles have always been ball-winning midfielders. I always play ball-winning midfielders in a 4-4-2. That's my favorite setup, because I find that that's the one that works for me the best. Because it's I play my 4-4-2 literally in the opponent's half, because one of my defenders actually plays like a libero. So I have a wedge set up. So then my two ball-winning midfielders are the grinders in front of the libero. So they are the ones doing all the pressing in the center of the park. So I play 4-4-2 very differently from other, I guess, most people. Yeah, that's nice. Not too bad. We got a great start. This could be, you might be right, man. It could 4-4, different version. Yeah, everybody's looking to attack the center. Not bad. I like this tactic. Yeah, potentially, man. Oh, you should keep this tactic. Have you tried it in a network save? Say, you should. And go and play a network save and then pump in on one of your friends. I think you have a network save going, don't you? And one of your friends is actually using a skin that tells him the CA of all the network play, all the players that everyone's using. That's so annoying. Yeah, and on top of that, you can see the roles and duties of everybody else is playing against. Man, that's sick. You're using it. Oh, good. This should do well for you. Yeah, this is a good tactic. He probably sees it now. CM is fine. I love the fact. This is my favorite way of playing in network saves. No, I always use generic roles in network saves so that people don't know what I'm doing. Because it all depends on the player. Not many people are gonna spend a lot of time going and trying to figure out what your player is doing, right? And I'm not gonna click on stuff here to show people what your PIs are, if you are using any. Yeah, I'm not gonna show. Cannot fair to you. Be right, going to make my son lunch, and I'm not sharing this as well since you use it in a network save. I won't put it in the folder. Yeah, it's not nice. Yeah, because I once had my own my own tactic come back to me in a network game a few times already. Okay, we gotta put Cassie inside the middle. I think that's the only change we're gonna make. Maybe Kobe Mino for Mason Mount. Put a bit more steel. I don't know if he has steel. You don't mind? Okay. All right, so we're going to take a look at any of his PIs. I don't think there are many. Shoot less often, tackle harder. Shoot less often, tackle harder. Hold position. Okay, fine. Move into channels because you need them too. In this tactic, definitely you want them moving here. Because in a channel, you just come here. That's all. Fullback is the crossing from byline, taking more risks. Is what I call the ICBM pass. So occasionally I just play this long ball down the line. I'm going to remove player defense right now. Yeah, and in possession, I'm not playing to the where's the goalkeeper? I'm gonna remove this. I'm gonna try this out in the second half. Okay, I probably would play something akin to doing that now. Very situational if I do this. If I find that somebody is too defensive against me, then I will play out of defense. If I find that somebody is attacking me a lot, then I will play. I will remove player out of defense. What player defense will do, right, is it actually helps your three central midfielders come a bit deeper as well to pick up the ball from the goalkeeper. Mr. Me, man. Thanks for the follow, man. All right, so not bad. Cunha, Sesko, nice. I like your tactic. It's doing well. Now it's even more. I think it's going to be a bit crazy. People are going to be running. Kunya, what happened to you, brother? Quick sup, Kunya. Since you want to walk off like that, you might as well stay off, huh? Hey, that's a fake. I thought you injury, the faker, the faker. Yeah, if you're 2 goals down, I can come back. Yeah, and that's very good if I'm. Yeah, of course. Because pass into space, the instruction, right? I'm not a big fan of defaulting it in any tactic. I'm not a big fan. Yeah. I'm a big fan of not using if just leaving the instruction as it is right now. Because that means my team, if it's got good decision making, I've got good players with good off the ball, it will happen anyway, right? So, but it won't happen all the time because the players will look for opportunities to release that pass. I noticed you're using a complete forward. Okay, like it kind of does make sense in this setup, yeah. Because you want somebody there who sometimes drops deep, sometimes holds up the ball, gives time that will allow the outer CMs to get involved in attacking patterns as well. Yeah. Fernandez is just giving me solid numbers wherever he's playing. The only position he doesn't do well it is enganche. Yeah. Nice tactic. Say it out loudly. But we will not be sharing it with the wider world because you're using it in a network safe. And I think this is brilliant in a network safe. Yeah, all these kind of very quick transition tactics, right? They do very well. And I've always said this, right? The libero systems are the best for network games. Or anytime you use a libero, you win the game. Chances are you will win more games than you will lose, and you're probably title contender. Depends on how good the rest of the players are. Streamed elements timed out Kimping Moni. Why, man? What did Kimpy do? He must have played a game, no? I don't know how he got timed out. What the heck did he? What happened to Kimpy? Stream elements timed out Kimpy. He must have played a game. Or how did he get timed out? Oh my god. This is the stream elements itself. I don't know how to untime you out. 127, mine, Kimpy, you go and make coffee and tea, come back. I have never had this happen to Kimpy. Kimpy, first time, bro. He's been timed out by the bot. But not by Joybot. Joybot had nothing to do with this. Joybot had absolutely nothing to do with this. Okay, well, guys, I'm going to end the stream now before Kimpy comes back. Oh, man. Okay, pre-match dance and assistant. What happens here? Okay. All right. We got other tactics. We got no tactics now. Okay, I'm going to look at the public folder now. The one I opened up to the stream earlier, right? You guys could send in your tactics just now. And let's what happened to this? This is public, correct? We uploads. Okay. We have. Congratulations. Chaser, your tactic is in the house, man. Chaser is watching the stream. I don't know. You did it to yourself. Kimpy, I don't know. Stream. That was the Stream Elements, the chatbot that suddenly timed you out. I didn't touch. My hands were here. I play my goalkeeper as a DL because all tired players decide yes to assist. Not bad. Not bad. That's good. That's good. All right, we got this tactic coming in from Chaser. Chaser, of course, long time supporter of the channel. I love having him around. Okay, here we go. Next tactic. Can we go holiday to the next game first? Yeah, baby. Where is my tactic? We played it already. Your tactic was played. Long time ago in a land far, far away. Hey, did I play a tactic? Okay, hold on. I might not know. Yours is zany, narrow, double shadow, right? Okay, wait, hold on. Download. Oh, this one. This is the first one, I guess. This one. Oh, this one. We haven't played this guy yet. All right. Okay, next tactics coming in. We got two more tactics. Time out, I missed tactic. No, he didn't miss the tactic. Adobe. There we go. We got Jose in Benfica. 4-2-3 Volante DM. You wanted to change it to Regista, right? You said, okay, so for your sake, I change to Regista. Tackada, winger, wing inside, forward. Okay. It's an interesting tactic. No PIs on any of these players. Most of them, that is. And then you're playing balance and in possession. Wow. Underlap with super wide. Why? It's like this is a clash of the instructions, no? So basically, the ball is going out wide, and your priority is to use the flanks as much as possible, but you tell all the fullbacks to come inside. Don't you think that sounds a bit odd? Kind of like when you play underlaps, you don't want to be too wide. You don't want to be too wide. That's the one thing you don't want to do. Yeah, in my opinion, you're probably better off underlaps playing on normal width. Of course, the playing wider means the play. See now how the players are very wide, right? So this guy might come in. I mean, it could work, lah. But the thing is that every time they come in, right, you're telling them, hey, use the flanks for the primary source of attack. See what's gonna happen, right? The ball goes out. Now, boom, lose the ball. Because the guy is out there, he won't also have a lot of options to pass, right? Because it's super wide. So I did the best part is when the ball goes wide, the guy's gonna hold out the ball. We're lucky, we got a goal start, okay? Don't get too excited. I think you drop your width a bit more. You're better off. I would just drop the width. The only thing I would change in this tactic is the width. Because underlapping tactics, right, are very, very strong on Football Manager. Very strong. That's a freaking meta. Now I'll use the word. Underlapping tactics are the strongest tactics, or some of the stronger formations if you're underlapping. Of course, that only helps if your players in the wider positions are, you play 1-4-1-3-2 and you put underlap, what the hell for, right? It doesn't make any sense. See the gaps. Yeah, hooray. Come back in. Boom. Gone. Too wide now. Formation. So we have to go for 45 minutes. And you wanted Regista, I put Regista in there for you. And in a wide tactic, right? Regista. Asking for trouble. Yeah, I got wall up again. I'm telling you, I'll be happy if we get out of the first half, right? Not 4 goals down. So far, we're very lucky, 1-0 only. So because the AI is playing a 4-2-4 against our tactic, where the Regista is probably going, yeah, I don't need to run so much. Wing back is coming past me. Yeah, no worries. Got inside forward as well. Probably is going to be attacking. Plus, everybody's playing super wide, so nobody's going to be close enough for the counter press. See, when you play very wide, right, you can't counter press effectively. It's right. Counter pressing is the moment you try to counter press, you make even more space open up. So you never ever counter press with a tactic that is at the maximum width settings. I don't care what Football Manager version you've played. It is common. It's a real world thing. All the great counter pressing teams actually are very narrow in attack. Bayern Munich are the prime example because they were gegen pressing for a while. So you come inside here, we come in here, right? We go to in possession. Straight away, I take this now, I bring it all the way down to here. This, drop it. The tempo should only be up to here. You want to just play up to here. Max, you go. You want to go all the way up here. Yeah, it's not so good. Okay, and then this roll is the problem child roll right now. So we blow that. Now we still have a problem here on the left side, but we'll start with those two changes first. And then in transition, OOP, much higher defensive line. Everybody is running into each other now. So step up more is fine. Okay, possession. Okay, let's go. It's a recreation tactic. Does Jose play white? Nope. Never in a million years. No manager that counter presses plays white. Just remember that. You just look at the team that's playing, right? Okay. And if you see those players, the moment after they lose the ball, do they all step up to try and win the ball back? Like Atletico Madrid do not counter press. They don't counter press. So there are some teams it's so clear that the moment they lose the team, they just drop back into position. Yeah. So those teams don't counter press at all. Pablo. FM Lama, how are you, man? Thank you for bringing your Raiders over to the stream. How are you doing? How is your back? How's your life? Are you getting all ready for Football Manager 26? Oh, and we are doing today, we're doing a show called Diagnosis. People pop in their tactics. I take a look and I make suggestions on how I would play the same system, and I explain why certain things don't normally work together. We just found one just now with this tactic, man. Gotta run. I know. I do the same thing when I raid someone too. I run after the raid so I can either go to the loo, have a drink, play some hooky with my wife, that kind of thing. Oh, you see what happened when I make a small change to your tactic? Kimpy, all he needed was drop the width. Because whenever you counter press, if your width is set to maximum, I guarantee you it's not going to work. Because it doesn't work in real life, it's definitely not going to work in Football Manager. So all you got to do, we drop the width and immediately look at the way they're playing now. A world of difference. And the other thing we did was we took out a register, which is a tankless role, especially if it's paired with a wingback and an IF on the same flank. If you got a wingback and IF, both are very attacking roles, right? And you put a register in that register is going to swear he's having a living, waking nightmare thanks to you. So remove that as well. Don't play a register. Play a better role, a more defensive role around those two very creative roles and attacking roles. You play like a DM. DM is very solid in this game. Hands down, when in doubt, in a double DM system, you don't know what role to pick. You pick DM, you can never go wrong. Yeah. Any of the other roles, you might have an issue, but DM you can set. You can't use a register. Register is quite simple to use. It's one of the easiest roles to rule. Just he basically needs other people to do his dirty work. That's all. So if you got roles like fullback around a register, it works. If you got a role like a DM or maybe a ball waiting midfielder, it works. Even a roaming playmaker against that guy also works. But you have a volante, you know. So don't. I probably wouldn't use a roaming playmaker against a register unless you know what you're doing, because then the other roles are very important ahead of the register too. Registers can work. They work brilliantly in like 4-1-3-2. Some like the three midfield combinations. They are really good in those setups. Right. Double DM systems, they can work too. Register and DM is actually a very good combination, but it becomes a tactic that's fundamentally like my kick the ball long and hope for all the best tactic, the 4-2-4, right? You know, when I play with low league teams, right? I use that tactic. That tactic actually has a register inside it. Register and a DM. I don't aim to like get these guys up the pitch, no. They just sit back with the rest of the four fellas and all they do is, hey, hello. The ball goes over the top. And I got two wingers running after it, one target man and an advanced forward in front. Because only attack with 4 players. Yeah, so register can work. But you have to remember, if you're playing a register, he needs a partner that will help him out. If you don't have a partner, DM Volante is a phenomenal combination. Volante is when, I'm not going to bother about the rest of the midfield. Yeah, for me, right now, there are some primo combinations. Fullback, winger is like hunky dory, the best combination the game by a country mile. Okay, in any configuration, football winger always wins the day, right? And then because the winger is so good, he's so wide, right? He pulls everybody out of position. So your fullback you can play him narrow, you can play him wide. You got so many options. There we go. So all you need to do with your setup is don't play so wide. That's it. And I know you cheeky little bum. You asked me to put register in because everybody had registers in their tactics, right? Okay. Once again, guys, the links are in the chat, right? So we got another tactic to go through. And if you guys you guys who are watching the show right now, yeah. We do this every Wednesday, only Wednesdays. So if you have tactics, you want me to play. I mean, the rule of thumb here is very simple. If it's a tactic that's coming in from Discord, I have to play for 45 minutes. If it's a tactic coming from you guys who are not on Discord, who don't have the link, then you're going to use the public link I just shared. And then I will play that tactic for however long I deem fit. Like sometimes I won't even play the tactic. I'll just talk about it. Depends on the time constraints in my life. But if you donate something from Discord, I got no choice. I have to let it play out for 45 minutes to see how it plays out. So we got Chaser's tactic next. Bagus Kara, I'm doing well, man. How are you doing, sir? How's life over in your corner of the world? Are you doing well? The whole screen went all kinds of funky, man. Yeah, okay. That whole screen already changed, right? Because you know what? I won't tell you what happened a couple of days ago. It was called somebody here had a little drama with his OBS. Yeah. I'm doing well, man. Hope you're doing well. Okay, so we got these tactics in. Let's go. Okay, so loading. We gotta go in. Wasn't right. Yesterday, for the fun of it, I was playing 2 games at the same time. Football Manager and another game, World of Warcraft. Why? Because our Destiny save, right, is the year 2047 with how many players in there now? 220,000 players in the save. So it took a while. It's taking a while to process. All right, so let's take a look at this tactic. This is probably hands down the best skin in the game. The best skin in the game. I'm telling you, you got question marks about what to use. This is the best skin. All right, CYB cut inside with the ball. CYB cut inside with the ball. This is Chase's tactic. There are no other PIs, I think. More direct, tackle harder. What about him? Tackle harder or tackle harder? Okay, good. I like it when tackle harder is not applied to everyone. 2 target forwards definitely works. Okay. Yeah, definitely works in the game. Crossing simulator. You think it's a crossing simulator? Yeah, depends on his width settings. If his width settings is wide now, 50-50, there'll be crosses as well as balls through the middle. Yeah, that's when your width is like this, is you're going 50-50. If you want more through balls, you come here. If you want more crosses, you come here. All right, Martinez, Maguire. All right, that's fine. Let's go. We already done that now, so we can just play. Disappointed with Real Madrid last night. No open play goal. Now, don't tell me, I have not seen the score lines. I'm going to watch the games later. I've been busy the whole day. I haven't seen football. I want to watch all of them together before the next game. All right, so he's got this. We're not making any changes for the first 45 minutes. Again, yeah, Wicked Chaser does come to the channel a fair bit. So if I recognize you, you've been following me on stream, you participate in chat, chances are, you can use channel points too, right? If you want to have your tactic being played as well. So there are more than one way. Oh, what a goal. I love this goal, man. It's brilliant, sublime. Very nice. See, I told you, right? Not every single one's across. See, because 50-50. 50-50. Look at this. Bang. Nice. This is not like over the top, right? Someone is playing narrow width. I love this one. This is very nice. Very nice goal. Double Mazzalas are actually very nice goals because they support the wing backs, right? And then the positioning they take up is at the edge of the area, no, here. Always here. Any channel midfielder, any role that is what we like to call a channel midfielder, because a Mazzala is a channel midfielder, Carrero is a channel midfielder. So all these are channel midfielders. So they operate in the channel. So the channel in football is that half channel we always talk about, right? So this half channel is right near the edge of the penalty area. So that's where you expect them to be. A nice start from his two. And then when he uses two target forwards, right? It does work in the game because there's no like priority-based system for these focal point attacks, because the target forward and the advanced forward are two roles that generate what we call a focal point attack. Means the ball goes from back to front quickly because there's a role in front that's a focal point of all attacks. If you go into the game, there's a description for the AF that says it's a focal point, right? So that is a focal point of attacks. He's the only role that does that. Ugarte, Dalo, I suspect SI is going to tweak some of the roles, because I think it made one of the reasons why a lot of tactics in FM24, 23, 22, 21, 20 all use the AF, because the transitions are really, really fast. But the target forward is another one. So these transitions are extremely fast when you have a target forward in front. Boom. Back to front very quickly. Very, very quickly. This is a very nice tactic. And I would recommend a tactic like this in network play. Because nobody expects it. Everybody is going to think this tactic does this. Because in network play, you want the ball to go from back to front very quickly. You don't want the ball to take its time to build up, like a 4-3-3, and they take a long time to build up their attacks, right? Those I would never ever use in a network game. These kind of tactics are always used in a network game because you want tactics that go from back to front fast. Nice. It's right. Checks it in again. Nice. It's beautiful. Even if it goes to the flanks, they drill it. Their place. That Mazzala in the half space gives this tactic the option of playing those diagonal crosses into the area that Kevin De Bruyne was famous for. Yeah. So you get a lot of KDB. There he goes. Those KDB passes from the edge of the area, they play those pass, right? That's the Mazzala. That is where the Mazzala is operating. So if you have players, so this is one of the reasons why I like this tactic. This tactic is great, man. Okay, what do I need to make any changes? Only change I would do is because of the focal point of attacks, right? I just drop the tempo slightly. The reason why is because the ball is still going to go up the pitch quite quickly. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to come in here and take out and see how lightweight this tactic is by adding Fernandes there, and bring on Dogu. He going to Benfica, home sweet home. Porto fans are going to kill him. He comes back. It's going back. If he goes to Portugal, Porto fans are going to camp outside his house. I tell you, they burn all his trophies, all the images in Porto right now. It's gone. He can never go to Porto. There is no way. I would be so surprised. No, Jose Mourinho, like everything associated with him, that's great. It came from Porto. Right. Okay, the reason here is, right, I think that if you drop your tactic to a lower tempo, 20 years, I don't know. Hey, football fans got memories that last forever. Bruno Fernandes out to okay. Let's see Martinez. I like Mourinho. I think he's a great manager. I think when people have a lot of negative things to say about him, I think he's a phenomenal manager. I just think that he's been done wrong. He's one of my all-time favorites. Yeah. I put him, to me, right? For me personally speaking, I like him more than anything Alex Ferguson has ever done. Because I think, right, for all the titles Alex Ferguson won, right, he still destroyed United. Because he didn't leave a legacy of for the future at the club. He left a legacy, right? His leaving legacy was ruined. He left a club behind that was even ready for the future. Look at this. You drop your tempo just to halfway in this tactic, it's going to turn your tactic around. Because you don't need this tactic, because of your target forwards, right? You don't need to play a high tempo because you're forcing, with that maximum tempo, you're forcing the tempo already. You already have 2 target forwards in front, and your tactic will still transition from back to front really quickly, right? Because of the use of 2 target forwards. And this applies to any tactic with advanced forwards as well. Now, what you can do is you drop your tempo. The drop in the tempo is going to do is going to put those Mazalas in even better positions. So that's all you do. Mourinho is just a compensation collector. I don't know lah. Maybe. Mourinho is it's one of those managers, right, that divides opinions quite easily, I guess. Yeah, I like him. I do. I think he's a great manager. And definitely for every person that likes Mourinho, there's always going to be another one that hates him. Just as much as there's for every guy that likes Messi, there's another guy who likes Ronaldo. I like neither one of them. I think they're both great players. I just don't fancy either one of them as being like, why would I want to watch them? I prefer, for me, players like Ronaldinho are more entertaining. Yeah, I like Ronaldinho. He was like an entertainer as well. I dislike Pep with a vengeance. Yeah, I think Pep is the most overrated manager in the world. He won titles with like Lamborghinis and Ferraris. You know, he basically, right, he won titles. It's like I win an F1 race and my car has the best engine in the race, and the best driver and the best pit crew. Okay, money can buy, and of course, he's gonna win every race. It's when you see his quality show up, or when his team, right, is always in transition. Like he goes to a club which is in transition, doesn't have the players for him, or he's great players that gave him the title that he took like a few years to build up. Suddenly retire and needs to replace them with new players. Yeah, I don't think he's that good. His concepts are interesting, but it's more like, what if I had the best players in the world? How would I control space? That's what I see in Pep. Like, look, your tactic, Chaser, is very good. Benny Cage, oh my goodness, how are you, man? It's been a long time, brother. Welcome back to the channel, man. Winning with Bayern and City aren't achievements to brag about. I agree with you, Alian. I don't think that there's anything to go in there and say, he's a phenomenal manager. Yeah. Right, this is not too bad. This is a hands down brilliant tactic, Chaser. Very nice. You only make one change. If I was me, I play this tactic, I will come in, I'll draw the tempo to normal. That's it. And collect 3 points all the way. Because this is another one of my favorite ways to do a diamond. With double Mazalas. I mean, I play differently. I use fullbacks, right? But you using complete wingbacks. That's, yeah. You got these roles really attacking up the pitch. And then you got ball-playing defenders. You told them to bring the ball forward. And that makes sense because these guys on full, you're telling them to attack. So you need these guys to actually bring the ball up like a libero, but not be in that position, not be that high positionally, right? And then you got Mazalas here, tackle harder, more direct. Everything is more direct, lovely, which is the reason why I took your tempo down. To give these two guys a chance to end up in these positions more regularly. If they're in these positions more regularly, then you have a lot more options at unlocking teams, especially when you're using a double target forward combination, which works. In the game of Football Manager, this works. There's no such thing as, you can only use one target forward. You can use as many as you want. I've got a 4-2-4 with 4 target forwards and it still works. So yeah, it can work really nicely in this game. So this is a phenomenally nice tactic. I love it, man. DLP, yeah, very nice. This AM is just a hook. And it's a working hook, man. Okay, next, let's go. What else have we got? Okay, we got 2 more from you guys after I popped in the link. 3-2-5 build up and 3-4-2-1. All right, let's go. Downloads. How come I don't see your tactics? Oh, it's probably here. Yeah, there we go. And then we'll stick these. All right. Why doesn't the game remember? I've been making this. I've been complaining about this since the first big day. This game came out. I don't know which tactic this is, but bravo, very nice. Oh, that is a Chaser's tactic. Chaser submitted the tactic. It's the tactic of the day. One of the tactics of the day. That and the first tactic of the stream. That and the first tactic we played. No, that were both. The first tactic we played on this stream and tactic of the day straight away. Yeah. I didn't have to do anything. The tactic just went in there and smashed teams, man. You can't compare Pep to Ten Hag. No, you cannot. But Ten Hag is different. Yeah. Ten Hag, he worked with the team for a while, right? No. Manchester. I think there's light at the end of Gimpo FC. I have to win the Champions League, K-League 1, but I was able to make £10 million in sales this season. I have a keeper and I want to show. Remind me next time I'm here. Yeah, he's unreal. He's 20 years old to buy. Okay, like we definitely want to see the keeper. I hate the DLP, especially on defense, because it just gets in the way of play, especially when DLPs can work, but you got to be careful. Yeah, DLP. I don't play them on defense duty. I never do. I think DLP on defense is useless. You play on support because there's no point playing on defense. It's already holding position. So why do you want it to be so deep? Yeah, especially if you want to go attacking with a backfire, right? I always recommend playing a support duty, not defense duty. Yeah. I would never play a DLP on defense duty. Don't just play on support is enough. Yeah, or DLP, or better still, right? Play a DM in that position. By far, right, one of the best roles, best combinations with a Volante is always going to be a DM on support. All right, quick the picking and wingback on auto also. I would probably I would definitely play wingback on support. Don't play auto. Yeah. Oh, now I'm going to change. Yeah. Then stay wider probably can work, but I would change his role immediately. Go DM on support. Volante is fine. Tackle harder in the center. I'm not a big fan of putting tackle harder in the center. I'll tell you guys because that is quite dangerous. Because it pulls them out of position too often. But because you got back three, I'll leave it. Stay wider. Okay. If you wanted to stay wider, why didn't you just use a wide center back? Because I think back threes, I'd rather use what is the word? What is that? I wouldn't use shorter because you're playing. I wouldn't use pass into space. Definitely not with a back. Not with this system. Because pass into space, how many players do you have? 2 in the attacking. They're definitely going to have defenders against them. Counter, you can't do it all the time. Because this system, if it counters all the time, we only got 3 players up top. You want to go camping with this tactic. And you got to go from back to front. I wouldn't do this. Trap inside. You might as well just trap outside. Your counters are going to come down the flanks. But I would remove this because when I see people do this, right, you're just taking these guys out of the equation because you're just going to open the path to the center, to your central defender. I would remove that as well. Get stuck in, you're going to tackle harder in some of your players. So I would not, this instruction, just leave it alone. Yeah. Because you got tackle harder on some of those. Because when I see people put PIs, don't use a team PI. Okay, so but I will say one thing, right? These formations, right? They're not very good on Football Manager. They're not because you need to go very high up the pitch to play these formations very well. And I'm just going to show you very quickly. So if you go and play this right now, you see where these guys are now. They're very deep, right? There's a 2-on-1 immediately for this guy. So you know he's going to lose the ball, and you're definitely defending with a back three. Okay, so I would say that sometimes when I'm playing back 5 systems like this, I will play much higher defensive line. And this is the reason why these roles, right, I will come in here and I go like, okay, I got to get them even higher up the pitch now. Okay, so we're going by our attack. That's it. And then stay wider, that's fine. Although, don't really see the point. Instructions, right? And then I go overlap. To position them even higher up the pitch, like wingers. So I can't, in Football Manager right now, we can't really do that because they are so, we want them in the attacking phase to be there, we want them here. Not here, want them here. On the fullbacks, on the opposition fullbacks. That way, they can support the attack. Then when they come back, right, then we have to like go, there we go. Then we high up the pitch in the transition. So the thing is, when you want to play like a back three system, it's not like the problem in Football Manager is the way back fives are working right now. Back fives, you want to make them work, you gotta push these wing backs all the way. You can't play them on support. There's only one duty they can play, one wing back attack, and you amp it up even more by adding the overlap, because overlap affects the initial positioning. I know people say who they overlapping, they're naturally overlapping. Why are you going to put overlap? No. That's because most people don't understand how that instruction is coded, right? The coding I understand because I was one of the guys that had the inside scoop on what was going to go into the coding when we first introduced it. Because when the very first tactical creator, I had input into the exact settings that we were going to put into mentality for certain things that are happening in the game. Okay, so like for example, the attack duty and support duty and defend duty, right? The mentality, individual mentality is different for each one of them, and that would affect the initial positioning. So knowing that with overlap also affects the initial positioning of the wing back, whoever, because it'll affect the mentality of the midfielders in front of him. So their mentality is lowered, but there's nobody here, right? So it doesn't affect anybody else except him. So did this in a narrow system, right? The overlap only affects this guy. It increases his mentality, and that will mean that he goes high up the pitch. The moment you put somebody in front of him, like if these guys go here and you put the overlap instruction, what happens? The guys in front, their mentality is reduced, which is the reason why when you're playing with a 4-3-3 and you use wingers and I use an underlap, I know that the guy in front, his mentality is going to be lower, which means that he's going to drop slightly as the guy comes up with an underlap or an overlap. So this positioning is pushed up the pitch. So that's it. Or another way is you can jack the mentality for the whole team. That's another one that you can do, right? Finally, this standard defensive line, right? Guess what? You want the wing backs now to participate in the attack a lot more. Higher defensive line. Just remember one thing when you play a tactic like this. Okay, mid blocks they can work. These 5-2-1 mid blocks are extremely strong. Okay, the problem is when you have that hard tackling center, they might step out. That's about it. But can work. So I would definitely go, if I want to set this up, this is fine. DM support, volante, wing 2 wing backs on attack. These guys are going to cover these areas and always they're going to come back. So when you get a back 5 system, just make sure that your bench has got four players who can play in the wing back positions. Because you'll need them. There we go. That is why we use a DM, 2 double DM combination, and we cannot have him defend duty. If you have one of those DMs in a defend duty, whichever flank you lose possession of the ball when the wingback goes attacking, you're in trouble. And because this is a mid block, right? You want the wingbacks to come and support the attack. If you don't want to play that way, then honestly, all you've got is a tactic that sits back and just gets hit on the counter. So that's my recommendation if you want to do this. And then I would just go like, okay, come into your tactic, change these 2 guys to attack duty, go to your possession, and then remove the pass. I think you have pass into space. I wouldn't do that because you can still come in here and go like this guy, edit, say direct, take more risks. Now what happens is these 2 guys become ICBM passes, right? So when they get the ball, they will play the ball. They will take more risks with passing the ball. They might go down the line. And the other thing you can do, I mean, you got advanced forward as well, right? So let's assume I just want these 2 guys involved only. You can also do that, target forward, advanced forward. So wingbacks can be directed to play the passes to those guys. Other things you can do in this tactic, this is fine. Now you're taking the lead, right? If I drop my defensive line, I defend a bit deeper, and I also tell my wingbacks not to go up the pitch too much. See, that's what defensive line does. It affects your positioning when you have the ball and when you don't have the ball, right? It's just because you got to read the manual. Again, in the manual, it also clearly states there that it affects you during your attacking and your defensive phases. So that's important to remember, especially if you want to hold out. You're playing towards the last 10 minutes of a game. So these are some of the things that you can do if you want. We considered a goal, never mind. But I'm not saying that a back five is always going to help you win games. Huh? I'm in the camp that these tactics, they are decent, they're okay, but they're not gonna make you overperform. I do this, man, when I want to overperform. With a back five, I always go libero. Then they push up as well, and I only leave one man in defense. I love the libero combination in a back five system. All right, next few tactics, right? So we got a few more tactics left. What have we got? How many we got? We done that. Now we Hamburg 4-3-3. 4-3-3s, they defend. Okay, I'm going to say this really. 4-3-3s defend a lot of players. Yeah, they defend with a lot of players. So the challenge in a 4-3-3 is how do I get to score more goals? Okay, so in my opinion, right, the best 4-3-3 setup in the whole game of Football Manager is done by yours truly. And I just create one for you. Okay, create tactic, create own style. 4-3-3 DM1. Okay, the reason why is because you got 4-3-3s. You need these two guys to give you width. This guy's gonna attack you through the middle. So you got the first piece of the puzzle, right? This role depends. There are only three possible combinations: poacher, pressing forward, or advance forward. Advance forward, very quick transitions. Pressing forward, team play, but too close to defenders. Poacher, I want everybody scoring goals. So it depends on what you want in your tactic. So I go like most of the time, you're not sure, go pressing forward. Okay, now you got this guy attacking, these two guys giving you width. Now the challenge, because of most people, is what they do with this 4. The problem in 4-3-3 is it depends your defense with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players. Okay, it means that when you're attacking, you need world-class 3 or you world-class 4, or if you're an average team, you need more players involved. So what I normally do with my system is I actually get this guy to go up. This guy is going up, this guy is going up. Because in the transition, right, in the attacking transition, this guy's going to end up here. That means when you go from midfield to attack, they're going to end up here. That's the reason why this guy's on support. Now, when he goes up, he's going to be here. I got 4 already, right? These 4 are the problem now. Because if I lose the ball, I don't have a second party here. So normally what I normally do is I get this guy to play a libero role. He moves into this position. So what will end up happening in midfield is these two end up playing like here. The libero moves in and this guy moves in this position. That leaves these 3. And these 3 become my trigger in a 4-3-3 to score more goals. Either one of them can be inverted fullbacks. So they become inverted fullbacks, right? So what happens, I get a 3-man defense. So this guy's stuck in. When they become a trigger, this formation, it looks like in attack as well. So libero ends up just behind this 4 when you want to score goals. This is the other midfielder, right? And this midfielder is going to be on support. He moves up, okay? These tries end up in these positions. It ends up looking something like this, the tactic, right? So the tactic ends up looking something like this. Now, then if you wanted to be more attacking, this guy can be a fullback. He can come inside into these positions, and he can because they are fullbacks, right? He can also attack narrow. They attack this way, which is the reason why you use wingers. Now, we are looking at your tactic. Now, your tactic creates one issue when you're defending. See, this guy's going to end up here. This guy's going to end up here with him. So your entire left flank is exposed. This guy might shift to this position, so you get this 3-man backline that shifts here. Okay, it can work, but you got to be careful. DLP on defend, no point. Just go support. There are too many players defending. Now, if this is what you want, right now, I would say keep it this way. You don't have any like left side or right side focus in this tactic. Meaning, when you have the ball, there's no way you can like move a team left and right. Okay, so I would just leave it this way. Get this guy on support. This guy's gonna attack. Now here he's dribbling more and staying wider. Here he's sitting narrower. Okay, I guess what you're trying to do is you want this guy coming here and you want him attacking this pocket, right? And this guy is coming this way. My question is, what is this guy doing? They're going to give you defense, okay? This guy, what you want this role to be doing is focusing. You want to focus play down the, you can't even focus play down the right, this tactic. Yeah, because this guy's going to punch a hole and then you're going to lose. This guy has to be a support duty. He cannot move. This guy should dribble more. I'm not going to change the tactic very much. This guy dribble more. He brings the ball forward. If he brings the ball forward, then he will leave this pocket. If it were me, right, playing this tactic, this guy's a libero. This guy's a fullback on attack. This guy's a fullback on attack. One thing you can try this, right? And I want you to try one different thing with your tactic. Play this guy as a libero on defense. Play this guy as a fullback on attack. Play this guy as a fullback on attack. Yeah. All right. Play like this. Okay. And then add in possession, focus play on the left. Okay, so this guy is going to drop. This guy is going to come in here. They're going to attack this pocket of space with the inverted winger here. This box-to-box coming in here. So that's another one that you can try. Okay, all right. This box-to-box midfielder he's just coming up the pitch. He's just going to come up the pitch and you might lose the ball. You could even go CM on support, ball winning midfielder on support, Carrero. I don't think you really need this guy to come up because he is also coming up. He's attacking. You want this guy to be scoring goals, right? So why is this guy being a nuisance by coming into the box? Right? Don't flood the area, I guess. If you want this guy to score goals, then your focus is on this side. This side becomes focus play to the left, so this guy can score goals. Right? This wingback can get up the pitch, and this can also you can also play it this way. But in my opinion, right, you got this role is a bit of a spoiler. I realize the chat is saying Carrero is a good option in this tactic. I agree with them. I think Carrero is going to be a good option for the tactic. I like the Carrero a lot in Football Manager also. Carrero is a very nice role because he's what we call, he's like water, he's a carrier, he ball carrier, just brings you to the final third. But DRP on support for sure. I wouldn't play any other way. So these two guys can work really well together. Then you've got this guy coming around, and here you can have a focus play underlap, and then you move the attack to this side of the pitch. If you wanted to try, you can try this in some of your games. You go in and tell them to do this. Okay, but I will move the passing up to here slightly shorter, and this I'll leave it like that, and then go. So yeah. More of the players will move to the left, so DRP will come this way. The carrier will move a bit more to this side. The wing back, this side becomes really attacking. Yeah. So you build up play here. This side is the one that's putting a lot of pressure on teams. So that it could give you some interesting variations. Let's try that in a game for fun. And see whether that works. Okay. Okay, we're there already. Randomly, I don't know who we're playing. We're playing Man City. Oh, hallelujah. I'm about to get my ass handed to me on a plate. I thought we done already. I was like clicking, waiting, no? Register? Nah lah, register is don't. I never play registers. I think you're better off not playing register. What is it? No. What the hell am I doing? This kind of exit. Okay. I was like, what in the world is going on, man? Try to create a new manager. Okay, no. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's go. Let's see how this tactic plays out. All right, we're away. Okay, so now we're playing 4-3-3 against this team. Honestly, they're using a libero setup. We're gonna lose. I would rather use a libero setup. I would rather use a libero. I get an extra man in midfield. I get a diamond. Basically when using libero, you get a diamond in midfield. It's very, very strong. Play the 4-3-3. It's probably the best way to play the 4-3-3. It's one of the better ways of playing the 4-3-3. Makes it very strong, but we'll see how it goes. Because we are doubling up one side of the pitch. There we go. Look at the wing back. The wing back and the Carrillo and the inside forward, all attacking. Because we did a focus play on the right, so we drew more players to that side of the pitch, freeing up space for the wing back to attack the area. Because the wing back, the Carrillo is going to be around to hand the ball over to the wing back. So the wing back has got a role that doesn't try too much on the left flank, on the right flank rather. Yeah, they're using a libero Mazzala, which is interesting. Kind of, it may be playing into our hands, no? Because we are also attacking using the flanks. Buemo. Now, you see what we did? Our tactic drew them to the right first, then opened the left up for our players. Second goal. This 4-3-3, if it's set up like that, I love using focus play. Because focus play in Football Manager is phenomenally good at opening up space on the other side. So wherever you focus play, the other side of the pitch is where you're going to be attacking. So we focus play the right, even though it's only an inverted. People are going to go, why are you focusing play there? You don't have any roles attacking. I rather have the focus play there so I can build up. So you need a support duty in the half channels, right? So you need something like a support duty in the half channels. You need somebody there. Yeah. So there's 2 goals to the good. See, Dalo is doing some work, I notice. Your tactic doesn't perform. You are no, Kimpi. Your tactic was actually good before you said, I want to put a regista in there. FYI. Your tactic was actually working until you decided to be a genius. You know why? Everybody was submitting a register-based tactic and you decided to join the party just to annoy me. I know what you were doing. Okay, all right. I was like, but the moment I saw the tactic, I felt like, oh God. It's like, and what did I change? I changed it from register back to your DM. Your initial tactic was a DM. So like, you see, all I did was your tactic. Did I change anything? No. The DLP, instead of defend, I put it on support. I changed the role, the midfielder role to Carrillo, and then we added a focus play, right? We added a focus play, underlap and focus play on the right flank, right? And that's it. And you look at how the tactic is transformed. Now we turn your entire left flank into a real powerhouse. It's attacking them. So go put DLP here. We have to put a defender here. Just put you here. Not like I know whether you're good or not good. I have no idea if it's good or not good. Don't look at me like I know the United players. I don't really pay attention to them. Yeah, Joshua Xerxes, whether you're good or not good, I have no clue. So I took all the yellow cards. Delaney, Euro, Ugarte, what's the other guy's name? I don't know who's the other guy. Cunha, right? Ugarte, there we go. Focus play down that side of the pitch. See, the only thing I don't like about wingbacks on attack is because wingbacks on attack, they will try and dribble. Always try and dribble. My favorite role is not the wingback. In the whole of Football Manager, my favorite role is this guy. This is the best role. Even in a 4-3-3 or a whatever, I always play the fullback. Because fullbacks, right, they won't try and dribble past players if there are too many players there. They go like, okay, I'll pass the ball over to somebody else. So they hand the ball over. So we created some, there were some really nice goals here from this tactic. And all done with the focus play. Carrillo did really well, looking to release the inside forward. Of course, our inside forward isn't very good. It's only, what's his name, right? Joshua Xerxes. Switching play to the right. And, almost got a 4. That's it. Manchester United thumping Man City 3-1. It's a 3-horse race at the top of the table. So your tactic, honestly, I'll play Carrillo. CM on attack, DLP. I mean, CM on attack move into channels can, but I probably remove that. I don't really need it. But IFB, ball playing defender, the ball playing defender will dribble more. Okay, wing back. I'll change this to fullback on attack. And then if you have that kind of a player, why not? Wing back on attack. But you better be good at dribbling. But like you notice just now, he tried to dribble and lost the ball, and I immediately changed him. You can start with wing back, but if you need to, change it to a fullback towards the end of a match to make sure you don't, end up in trouble with your tactic. Yeah. So we do this every Wednesday, guys. Every Wednesday, I have fun with your tactics. It's not meant to rate any of your tactics. We don't rate tactics here. We just basically time your tactic gets timed out by the bot in the channel. If your tactic is not good enough, I think the bot will just automatically time you out. Like somebody got timed out for 2 minutes earlier. Don't look at me making P was I didn't do anything. You got timed out by the bot. He must have seen your tactic and got, oh no. Hey, Bolizzi, how are you, man? Yeah, I know. I think that Discord is a private server, man. Below Bolozzi, thanks for the follow, man. Speaking of bots. I play wingers. Players as wingback or attack, and it works better. Yeah, I know. Yeah, some people they get more love from wingbacks. I get more love from fullbacks. Yeah, wingbacks do work. I'm not saying they don't. I think when you saw the start of the game, there was a wingback flying down the pitch and got very rapid attacks, and that worked. Yeah, it can work. And sometimes you want a more possession-centric tactic where everybody gets off the pitch and use fullbacks. Yeah, so it all depends on how comfortable you are looking and identifying why you're losing the ball. If you keep losing the ball down the flanks because the guy is dribbling and losing the ball, then changing to a fullback and, hopefully you have players around it there to support him. But just now on that tactic you saw, we had a wingback and an inside forward attack, right? And a carry load. That was brilliant to start off. And we United immediately took a 2-goal lead by going down that flank. We drew them to the right side using focus play, and then they left the left flank open for us to attack. And then the moment we had an opportunity, Bruno Fernandes noticed was playing on our right side. The moment they went down the flank, they opened up. Bruno Fernandes kept doing a diagonal ball to the other side, and then the wingback was found. He cut back, goal for the inside forward. So yeah. But of course, you need players. You don't have the players to run at defenses. You don't have the players to play those kind of passes. You're never going to do well. So my option for So we do this every Wednesday. You guys get a chance to see me play with tech role. I play with roles like register. I hate the register, but you guys send it to me anyway. We still have fun, right? Okay, guys, I want to thank everybody for coming onto this stream. You've been absolutely sensational. Llama with his raid. Thank you. And those guys who stayed over from Llama's stream, thank you very much for staying over. I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow we'll be doing Hungary. I think we're going back to Hungary. We've got this long-term save where I'm trying to uplift the nation. And of course, you will see me utilizing certain features of Football Manager that people don't even use in the game, like bookmarks. I show you how effective bookmarks are in the game combined with the notebook. I'm just hoping that facility is made available to us in Football Manager 26, the way it is currently in FM24, but with an improvement. That's it, a small improvement. That's all we need. Okay, guys, you've been sensational. Please take care of yourselves. I shall see you tomorrow. Thank you for those tactics. Now I get a chance to go get ready for tonight's epic encounter between Liverpool and Atletico Madrid. I might be back later, but I'll probably be doing something akin to playing another game or two. See you. Liverpool win. Game P.